You would think, as with other medical procedures, that solid science would be at the core of patient information consent. The reality is that the choices you make medically have never been on the basis of informed consent. In 2015, informed consent is even less likely to happen than it would have been 10 or even 30 years ago. In 1997, the World Health Organization formulated a strategy which was put into a book called The Strategic Plan, which laid out a map to completely change the way people thought about vaccines. The plan had key points, which were using the media to structure messages that shaped public opinion, to co-opt or persuade key opinion people in all levels of society. This plan emphasized private-public partnership and philanthropy, with the aim to make vaccines a core topic in society. In 2010, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation donated $10 billion, with a B, dollars to make 2010 to 2020 the decade of vaccines. In 2015, the focus in the United States was on making vaccines mandatory for all people, and they were successful in some places, making vaccines a lifestyle event for all people from cradle to grave.
We, the parents and doctors and professionals of Informed Choice Washington, have been attempting to bring the latest science on vaccines and discoveries about the human immune system. We have discovered a network of government and drug industry entanglements so complex and so richly funded, they form a pervasive, tightly woven fabric consisting of literally thousands of groups all working together toward just one thing: increasing vaccination uptake. And that fabric includes those working in public health at the Department of Health. Since 1999, AIM, the Association of Immunization Managers, has been in close collaboration with the drug industry. In 2002, AIM's Memo of Understanding set forth a policy of information sharing between state health departments and pharmaceutical representatives and lobbyists. According to their memo, in every state and territory in the U.S., and I quote, health departments will accommodate and allow for information sharing between their programs and the pharmaceutical companies. Such sharing may be through individual meetings, educational seminars, or electronic communication like telephone and email. They partner on projects, review each other's communications, and hold annual meetings together. And most of it is paid by the pharmaceutical companies. While we, the general public and concerned parents, are limited to 3 or 5 minutes of public testimony, drug companies are given access to the Department of Health information, given opportunities to have meetings and seminars and phone calls. We submit pages and pages of recent peer-reviewed published scientific data revealing that the information posted on the Department of Health website and the materials they distribute are in critical need of editing and updating to keep the public safe no matter what their vaccination choice, and we are ignored. Worse, our efforts to improve safety, to improve informed consent, and to protect medical freedom are looked at with disdain, with eye-rolling, and with drug industry-funded education of Department of Health immunization employees, showing them in their last conference in June how they can legally lobby and press for their agenda, and their agenda includes the elimination of all non-medical exemptions. Every single immunization program head in every single state has a mission to remove our human right to medical choice, to silence the very real risks and limitations of vaccines, and they are doing so with the full support, collaboration, and education of Pfizer and Merck and GlaxoSmithKline and Sanofi and Dynavax, AstraZeneca and Seqirus, who were all there at the conference in June. This must stop.